Welcome to another video. Today we are going to look at communism and SJWs and how they are connected and why are SJWs such a problem like feminism like communism. Uh, as you probably remember, communism has been a great problem for the world in the last century, and it basically um, controlled the whole eastern side of the world for 50 years, so that's pretty bad. And of course, as such, it has been very scrutinized thanks to its methods and its popularity. But unfortunately, the far left, or at least the left, which is not in the middle, will try to, of course, not make itself, not connect itself to the communist ideology, because of course then they wouldn't ever get voted for. So today we are going to look at why feminism and SJWs are so similar to communism. Because as you know, feminism does feminism and SJWs do want the social justice, which is a term that has probably been around since Greeks and Romans, but has been used mainly in the last 100 years by the Communist Party, which has wanted to take the privilege, you hear it, privilege, from the oppressive capitalists in the imperial West and give that power to the workers. Now I don't know what you think, but I think that's it. Privilege. You have some privilege. Some power taking, some new rights. And all that stuff. Nice. Like if you would hear this and you wouldn't know about communism, you would probably think, "Oh, that sounds great." But since you know that, since you know how it worked out, you should never actually say this, because this is ludicrous to say that. That's of course a very nice thing, and I am actually surprised by how many people in the West actually do not know about how bad actually communism was. Many people do. That's of course normal, but some people just really don't. This is really surprising me, and I would give, of course, um, credit for this to them never actually experiencing communism themselves and not getting so much anecdotal and even standard evidence in school and from their parents, which of course is a problem, because now come the SJWs, the new left, the new far left, sometimes even. And yes, you are fucked, because of course, unlike Nazism and fascism, communism will not kill you because of who you are. They want to protect who you are. SJWs do want to protect who you are, but they will silence you, and then they will throw you into prison because of your opinions. That's just what communism does. It just kills people because of their views. And you can see this, of course, not killing, but silencing, and even getting people's jobs and lives destroyed. You can see this actually right now. This is why actually I think that feminism and SJWs are so so similar to communism in many fields, and mostly in this field, which is of course the most dangerous and the worst, mostly. Of course, the next thing that communism did, it basically destroyed everything that could, distract from their, you know, narrative. Destroyed books, destroyed, even painting, they destroyed everything. Then they sent to prison everybody who could, you know, who could be against this, and anybody who could sway the opinion of people. The next thing they did after this was dismantling religion, because religion, although it's for equality, it's not for the equality the communists wanted, because they wanted complete equality for everybody, and of course religion doesn't give that. Religion doesn't let give equality to gays and such people, and women would not be able to work, which of course would halve the communist workforce, so they couldn't do that. Of course, communism has been a lot about manpower. Not communism, Russia has been a long time about manpower, which is mostly why communism has been able to settle there. Because communism requires a lot of manpower for it to be able to survive, and that's what it got basically. And of course, then it spread, and it had even more manpower. So eventually, it was able to sustain itself, if not the people who lived in it. So yeah, that's that. Of course, communism was not equal for everybody, because basically when we had communism, they took everything away. Basically, if they took the whole nation, took everything away from them, gave them some bread and sent them into the mines, and then according to who was useful, who was useless, who who worked the hardest, they basically, who worked the hardest was a part of it, but not a big one. The biggest was the ideology. So they basically took everybody who had some ideology and boosted them, and the ones who had wrong ideology basically lost their jobs, or just got paid less. And you can see this, of course, with the feminists and SGWs today. They just simply do not respect our power pyramids, power structures, because to them that it is oppressive, and it is Western, and it is imperialist and bad. Of course, that's stupid, because of course meritocracy, whatever it's worth, is still much better than what they are proposing, which is just everybody getting the same thing. There are two types of equality. there is there are of course many categories to type it by, but there is one category which is equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. Basically, it's simplest to say through uh, mathematical stuff thingy. When you have 1 plus x, it doesn't equal 2, because x is not known. It equals y. Basically, when you have 1, this is of course the opportunity, which is supposed to be the same, and x is the person, because if you give everybody the same opportunity, the outcome will almost never be the same, because people are of course not completely the same. They are not completely equal. That's sad. And that's why equality of outcome is of course stupid, because equality of outcome is 1 plus x equals 2. Everybody who is it is counted, that everybody who uses, and by presuming that every x is 1, they of course limit the possibilities of any other x that is bigger than 1. So you basically have this whole thingy where basically if you are better than what your peers are, you do not get a raise. You get downplayed in order to stay with the others. Because, of course, as I said before, communists do reward hard work if it comes with ideology. If it does not, you are fucked. You will get downplayed nonetheless. And that's basically why communism was so bad. Sometimes people even say it was better than Nazism. In the body count they would probably not be better. If of course Nazis would survive as long as communists, they would probably kill more people. But you know how it is really just much more oppressing to many people, of course. But it is just really bad for anybody. Like any of these ideologies, totalitarian, it simply just fucks over the common Joe. Of course, the common Joe in communism, which of course would not have of course, the common Joe in communism would be, of course, capable of getting immeasurable amounts of power just by being a communist, not and having nothing else. So the common Joe was, of course, quite helped in this regard, but of course, normally he wouldn't get much food and he would get fucked by the communism nonetheless, of course, if he didn't believe in what they say. And of course, so that is why, of course, the communism was the worst in countries where it invaded, because in Russia, the communism of course was extremely bad. That's of course sure. But many of the people just went with the ideology and of course got thanks for it that communists gave them. But of course, in countries like mine, where the communism just came, this is of course another problem. Island country is called Czech Republic, and it has been historically very westernized, thanks to it being the easternmost of all communist countries. It was the most western one of them, and of course, almost nobody liked communism because communism just seems to them like alien. Like we should all come together for this one big purpose. And like there are very few people who actually like this, and so of course that was of course quite a really big problem. And so of course this was this was why that here was very strong police activity, of the secret police, which is of course present in both Nazism and communism, but is absent of course in capitalism. That's actually why I think that capitalism is the only way to successfully run a world or a nation, at least with the stuff we have today. Because unfortunately, in the West and in the Western most of the Western countries, we do not have such a big manpower. So if, for example, the feminists would win and started doing communist shit, the West would probably fall in a few decades, maybe. So that would kind of be lame. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me talking stuff into this microphone. If you did, subscribe, comment, and yeah, that's that. I guess I will see you in the next video. If you would like want anything for me to talk about or any game you would want to see, you can write in the comments. And yeah, that's that. I guess I will see you in the next video.